I think we all know by now who the fifth man going into War Games should be. There's no argument really going on. Most people are saying the same thing. It makes complete sense that it should be Seth Rollins. I'm joking. It's got to be one and only best in the world. CM Punk has to be the fifth man going into War Games, without a doubt. The story's there. It's been going on for a while now. We saw the interaction a while ago with CM Punk and Solo and Paul Heyman asking CM Punk to take him with. Maybe he is. Maybe that's where Paul Heyman is. He's hanging out with Punk and Punk's told him to change his number and just forget them all. But maybe Paul Heyman will come back, the Wise Man will return and bring back with him CM Punk. I can see it now on the night, Survivor Series. We still think it could be Seth Rollins. They're teasing it could be Seth Rollins as the fifth man. Even Seth probably thinks he's going to be the fifth man. He might think, okay, I'll go and do it. Then all of a sudden Paul Heyman comes out and announces, yes, the fifth man is CM Punk. Crowd go wild. He comes back again at Survivor Series like he did last year. He enters the War Games this time. I know he was in Hell in a Cell before and had a great Hell in a Cell match this year, but I think CM Punk wouldn't mind going back in and having a War Games match as well this year. Obviously, why wouldn't he want to tick that off his bucket list going into the War Games? And wouldn't that piss off Seth Rollins as well and add to that heat and add to that storyline after the match and heading into WrestleMania, where without a doubt they've got to have that match, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. If everyone's healthy, everyone's fit and they're ready to go, that match has to happen at WrestleMania. But Lee said the best. We've got to talk about Raw and what happened on the show. They started off from they're talking about the women's War Games, and it's the return of Rhea Bloody Ripley. She's back, thank God for that, saving this women's match, saving this War Games match. I'm glad it's her in the match at least. Yeah, she's got the mask on, but yeah, glad Rhea's back. I'm not happy, like, the storyline going into it's pretty weak, but yeah, she makes it a lot better and a lot more watchable. She's, yeah, much better, and anyone else they could have chosen really far better, even with the injury going into it. Yeah, should probably be the fifth person in the match. But yeah, teams are looking pretty decent. It will be a decent War Games. Women's War Games is pretty decent. It's just a storyline heading into it. Terrible creative, lazy booking for a War Games match, in my opinion, that is not needed. A War Games match needs heat, needs reason, and this one doesn't have any of that. First match out was LWO, Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega going up against American-made Chad Gable and Ivy Nile. Mixed match, wasn't too bad actually, didn't mind it, it was okay. Yeah, Gable, man, how far down has he gone? He's gone from one loser faction to another loser faction, basically, another joke faction. Yeah, what happened to Gable, man? What happened to his push? It's a bit sad seeing what's happening with now, dealing with these joke Green Brothers and Ivy Nile. Yeah, not good. Gunther's backstage, he tells Kaiser to go make a statement, and then he tries to attack Damian Priest, and that goes wrong for him and gets the shit kicked out of him. No heat for Gunther again, lukewarm champion now. Oh my days, what are they doing to Gunther? What have they done to him? How can you ruin Gunther? How? He's tailor-made. You've got him right there. He's a champion. He's a beast. He should be able to kick the shit out of anyone. And yeah, Damian Priest is beating him up backstage after getting jumped by Gunther. Oh, I don't know. Chance there to get some heat back, and nope, they don't allow it again. Gunther getting the shit kicked out of himself again. Oh, and we get the Intercontinental Championship match, and it was a good match. Did enjoy it. Sheamus, yeah, he puts on a good match, but I've seen him he's so long now. Yeah, what more can we do with Sheamus? But he's sticking around. It looks like he didn't win the match. Thankfully, Bron Breakker is still the champion. Thanks to Ludwig Kaiser, who interferes, trying to make that statement that Gunther talked about. Yeah, he's looking to end the career of Sheamus. In some ways, I hope he does. I'm sorry, but I've seen enough of Sheamus. How long has he been around now? Seen enough. Seth's backstage and he says no again. At this point, there should be no reason. No reason why he should be joining the Bloodline at all. But you know, in the match, in the main event, you knew heading into this there'll be some interference from the Bloodline in the main event to change his mind, his beliefs, and completely into being part of the team. If that happens, it's absolutely pathetic storytelling. Like I said at the beginning, it ruins the character of Seth, tarnishes the storyline between him and Roman completely. There's only, like I said, one person that should be joining the team. CM Punk, CM Punk, come on. And then we get a let's feel sorry for heel Dakota Kai promo. Absolutely lame way to turn someone face. Same with Io Sky and the whole damage control. Why can't it just happen naturally? Why can't they just let fans get behind them and then turn them babyface? Not this way, just forcing it through, forcing it down our throats. I'm not for that. I don't understand why anyone should be. No one really cares about Dakota Kai. No one really cares about damage control. Why would we? There's nothing likeable about them at all. They've given us no reason to like them. We get War Raiders versus Dom and Carlito. They win the match. War Raiders defeat Dom and Carlito. We knew that was going to happen. Pretty obvious. Not going to lose. They're the number one contenders. Pretty obvious, but yeah, War Raiders are back and they're looking good, so that's a good thing. Bolstering this tag team division because it needs it. After the match, Finn and Jay attack. Like we expect them to. JD attack, sorry. And yeah, Judgment Day standing tall. It's nice to see they're trying to do something with the tag team division now. So far under the reign of Helmsley, it's been a complete flop on both shows. Just a shame the Raw tag team division features clowns like Alpha Academy, the Green Brothers, you know, the ones that run with Chad Gable, and the New Day, who need to call it a day. But we're getting them, New Day versus Alpha Academy next week. Oh my god. We cut to a videotape straight from the attack from Judgment Day into Bo Dallas, and this guy is so fucking good. We missed out on so much good shit with him and Bray being together. That would have been so good. Would have been unreal. But this was decent from him. Shame everything they've done in the ring has been absolutely atrocious. Absolutely awful. It's just a shame there. I don't know what they're going to do next. Hopefully they do something else away from the ring. Cinematic, like I said before, it needs to happen. Just keep them away from the ring. Yeah, let them and the Final Testament do something, I don't know, at Survivor Series, away from the ring, in some creepy location. I think it could work. Then we get the main event, Bronson versus Seth. Bloodline come out at the beginning. They get chased off by the OG Bloodline. Really good match from Seth and Bronson again. One of the better matches in my opinion. Probably the best one they've had in my opinion. No arguments there. We get the distraction by Solo on the announce table at the end of the match. But is that enough? Is that really enough? To have Seth completely abandon his morals, completely change his character, and just join up with Roman Reigns after all these years, after all the hatred, after everything that's gone down between the two. Really? Is that what we're going to do now to Seth Rollins? We're just going to ruin that character, his morals, and everything he stands for over the last couple of years. Really? That's what we're doing? No, it can't happen. You can't do that to Seth. You can't ruin him like that. What needs to happen is, like I said at the beginning, CM Punk has to be that fifth man going into the War Games. Seth Rollins, not very happy afterwards, considering he's turned it down a couple of times. And there's heat there between the two, and off we go on the road to WrestleMania between the two. On the way, maybe CM Punk has a title shot against Gunther and Seth costs him the match. Why not? There's a few shows they could do it at. There is. You've got Saturday night's main event. You got the first Raw on Netflix. You got the Royal Rumble. There's a few of them there to pick from and choose. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks if you've watched. If you'd like to, please subscribe. Thank you for everyone that has done so far. Smash that like button and share, and I'll see you next time.